I lost my head when I saw that. Oh, maybe my muscles are aching because I had a bowl of mashed potato.
I put garlic in it.
Birds, five birds, birds, five birds, birds, five birds, five birds in a mic. Yeah.
Hello and welcome to episode 59 of Five Birds and a Mic. Coming to you here from Italy. The last podcast in Italy though, because I am flying. That's the vineyard that I currently live on behind and the mountain. And Rob's just done a swing over there. Let me see if you can see
sweet. Let's have a look. Let's have a look
Rob's
at Rob.
just having a little swing with the lad.
No, you got to move more. Move more.
Yes, there we go.
There he is.
Just
Can you see the dog?
Yeah.
Oh,
Where's the dog come from?
The dog's the people who own the vineyards and the house that we live on. It's their dog, but the cat's in the house at the minute, actually, cuddling with Oscar. So, yeah, we're at one with wildlife here. What?
I love that your version of wildlife
It's a Labrador.
Animal, yeah.
is a house.
Hey, I'm fucking Snow White. This will be the last one here, and me and the kiddies are getting on a plane on Sunday and flying home back to the UK.
You excited?
Yes, very excited. I'm sad because I had it in my head. We were flying back together as a family, and I was like, that was in my head. And then when they announced the schools were reopening, I was like stressing about, because Rob's team have made playoffs. So basically, anyone who's like, it's Rob's job is, so you have to be flexible. Everything's got to be flexible. There's no dates and times, and it can change day to day, and he has to be there. But basically, they've made playoffs, which means that there's no definite date of when he finishes. If they get knocked out in the first week, he flies home the next day or as soon as he can. Or they could stay for a couple of weeks and he could be here till the end of March. So I was kind of thinking like, how are we going to do this? And then they put his season on pause for a few weeks because they wanted to decide if it was safe with Corona. And I was just like, no, I need to take control of this. I can't deal with that shit. I like organisation. I like dates. I like to know where my life is going. So it's time to get back into quarantine, but then get us back into a routine of normality as much as possible again. And then we could quarantine for 10 days and Rob could come back the next day. Yeah. That's how quickly it could be over here for him. So it's all good. He doesn't have to quarantine. He's exempt because he's an elite athlete. So
just shows his stomach off when he gets suited to customs.
Yeah,
that's the test.
He's exempt.
That's the test.
So that's nice for him. He can go to practice with the boys and go on the ice, and he can't be going round shopping and things, but he's not stuck in the house for 10 days. And he doesn't have to pay £420 like we've just had to for Corona tests.
He doesn't. So he doesn't have to pay. He doesn't have to pay.
No, because he's exempt.
But what makes him exempt though? I know his beautiful body
is an elite athlete, and I don't know if that is. To be fair, Rob is currently tested every 2 days.
I was about to say, could it be because of the testing?
So
you would presume
for him to perform and to play, he's under constant tests. Literally just had a test yesterday. So I don't know if that's what it is, but he doesn't.
It must be.
He doesn't have to. Me and Oscar, unfortunately, Oscar will have to test on day 2 and day 8, which is a bit of a bummer, but got to do what you got to do. The main thing is we're not in a hotel, we're at home.
Yeah.
So I can't complain. And we've had this amazing experience, haven't we? So it'd be worth whatever tests we have to do. So
the thing is that at least you're coming back and the weather, I mean, this week it's dipped to cold again, but at least the weather's dry. So it's not as much as you guys have got to quarantine. If Bex wanted to quickly nip into the garden to have a cheeky cuppa, there's flexibility in it. It's not like what quarantine used to be.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm coming back to a positive UK now. Things are on the up, and it's a much better place than when I left. Mentally for myself.
You're just a fair weather bird, aren't you? Just come in wherever the good stuff's happening.
Things got shit. I was like, get me out of there. Get me out of here. I'm going to go to Dubai next time.
I was about to... you're just living. You're just living the influencer's life. That's all you are. You're doing it.
That's it. Oh, so yeah, how are you guys? Emily, how are you? Did you miss us last week?
Yeah, it was weird. I was knee deep in appointments and text messaging that was just couldn't keep up. So I would be getting text messages a day late and then double. It was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. But we are set and good to go.
Well done, bird.
It was intense, but it needed to be done. It needed to be done because I think it's one of those things where if you get a release date, I thought I might as well bite the bullet before people start asking questions because everyone wants to know what's going to happen because we all do. It's natural, isn't it? And I'm gonna be
controversial.
I'm going to be controversial here.
Add a little bit.
Come on, spice it up.
It's just that that thing where I would want to know. So there were lots of posts going out from other bridal shops, I'm not going to name any names, who were a bit like, we're just going to work through all the emails and we're going to deal with everything as it comes and we'll be with you in a few days. And I was a bit like, that wouldn't fly for me. If it wouldn't fly for me, then why am I expecting my brides to do it? So it was it was quite intense. But the other problem, the reason it's intense is I also am very PMT right now. I've hit my peak to a level where it's just so it hit. When was it that text messages went down? Last Friday when I sent the last lot out and then nothing was going through, so there was a lot of frustration. But Betsy's gone to nursery today.
Yay!
Happy days.
So you'd think this was nice and calm, except Albert's decided he now wants to learn how to do his rollerblades.
Oh, send him to mine. Send him to mine.
But he doesn't roll, he just stamps on the floor.
All over your wood flooring.
Well, I'd love to say it's wood flooring, babe. It's only lino, so we're all fine. Yeah, just a lot of stamping. But I've convinced him with he's here. I've convinced him with the tablet to just up for a few minutes.
We've banned our tablet because our tablet for us has gone. Unfortunately, it's a very sad time.
Is that it's a punishment for you as well as it for himself, though, isn't it? That's what's so bad about punishment for kids.
I can't deal with how it affects him afterwards. Me and Rob have noticed after that, we didn't let him have it for a few days. It got took away. He had it this morning, and that child was like a teenager straight away after having it. Yeah. Like a teenager, just an emotional, horrible wreck.
Yeah.
And so we were like, why are we doing it? Like, put TV on like we used to do. Pick whatever you want. You've got Netflix, Disney, anything, but you are not watching that tablet and going in a wormhole on YouTube. And so ours is gone, and it's actually he is better for it, but it is punishing for us. And there's times where he needs to be on it because we need to do things, or like Bella needs attention, someone's got to work. But it's hard times, innit?
Yeah, I can't wait for school in a way, because then there's no tablet time at all.
Yeah.
And Albert's he's just started doing what is it, FIFA with Tim? The slight problem is Albert's now better than Tim in FIFA. So now Tim doesn't want to play anymore.
So that was a little bit of time that you got where Tim actually was like with him. So you're like, tick, right, them two are sorted.
so Tim would get really frustrated and he'd be like this with the control. Oh, I can't do it. Why can't I do it? And now I wonder what you think Albert does when he does it. Rah, da, da, da. And Betsy's the same. And Tim's like, where have they got this aggression from and this anger? I don't know, darling. Where do you think?
Sounds like Tim needs milking.
What?
Pardon?
Mic drop.
Milking. Did you say milking?
You little legend.
I've never heard of that before.
There's just no. It's just there's no desire there whatsoever to do any milking. There's just so many things. I've got so many balls
Tim's
to
aren't in
juggle.
there.
I'm not adding his as well. That's all I'm saying.
I think you
he can juggle his
a
own
good
for now.
fuck.
He can
That
deal with his own milking.
Might help, yeah. You might just need to get some aggression out that way.
Very true, because I haven't got netball or anything. Maybe I just drop all my balls and juggle 2 more.
Sometimes I get like after a few days and
probably
I'm
say
like,
yes.
I want to kill everybody. Oh, that's why. Okay. And I have to have sex.
But I've never
With Rob.
never been that bad. See, I'm never that bad. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I don't know if it's marriage that's taken this away. And I was thinking this the other day. It's sort of, I don't know about anyone else's spicy life, but there is it's petered
We've
off.
coded ours. We have CB1, which is the dog. CB2 is Oscar. CB3 is Bella. And if you see all CBs are there, there's cop blocks everywhere. It's not going to happen. There's no spontaneous sex, is there anymore? That's the problem. It's got to be planned and fit around everything, and then there's times where there's other stuff that needs doing, and that's in your head. So you just think, oh, there's just not. When do you do it?
The worst thing as well about it, Emma, is we talked about it the other day and we were like, yeah, we really should. We sort of said, right, let's tonight then. Okay, fine. We got to tonight, that night, and we were a bit like, we're fucking knackered. Just want to go to sleep. We prioritized, and then we decided that actually, by the time we've made the effort, we've messed the bed up, we've just got fresh sheets. And I thought, I want to go to sleep. I love you, but I don't want to juggle your balls. I want to go to sleep. But the sad truth is he was a bit like, yeah.
It's hard on the evening.
I think that's the problem, is both of us have got to...
Have you got a lock?
Yeah.
Have you got a lock on your bedroom?
But then I can't do it in the morning. No. No, we also have the G's, remember?
You've got lots of CBs everywhere. Literally surrounded upstairs.
Everywhere.
In your area. Here, there and everywhere, popping up.
Yeah. Well, no, sadly not in my area, that's the issue, isn't it? Maybe. I might take you up on
try it.
That as a stress relief.
Try it.
I'll try it.
Sex therapy.
I'll book something over the weekend then, and I'll tell you about it. Yeah. We do go through that. We go through stages though. Whenever we've done it, we have gone through stages.
Great.
But what?
Yeah.
What? That's what? That's really nice. Why don't we do that? That's nicer than the curry that we've just had. Why? Why do we crave a curry that afterwards you're like, shouldn't have eaten that? That wasn't that good. I thought about it and I thought it was nicer than it was. Whereas actually it's the other way around, isn't it? It's better doing it, but the effort is harder.
Well, it's like walk. Going for a walk. With Oscar, I say, I'm going to say this to you 1,000 times over your life.
Yeah.
You don't want to go for a walk now.
Yeah.
But you're going to really enjoy it and you're going to feel better afterwards.
Is that what you say to Hannah then?
Well, no.
He just hunts a leg.
I love you so much.
Please milk me. Please milk me.
Could you just touch it? Just once.
No, it's not. No.
It's different for women though. It's not the same. We make a joke of Rob with the wank bangs, but it's not. We don't need I don't know about any of you, but it's not the same. You don't need that immediate. I think it's because women have a better imagination. If I'm honest.
Yeah.
You don't need to physically see something in order to be stimulated. You don't need to draw a picture.
That's change the subject for you. Before she gets more clammy.
Well, this is if anyone doesn't know George, this is this is a very famous Reels celebrity.
Yeah, I'm all right. To be fair.
Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
I'm ready for T to go back to school.
Yeah.
I just feel like there's just certain days of the week where you just call me Jeeves. I feel like I'm at everybody's beck and call, and then like the occasional day that like we might go into the shop to organise, or I might just go, do you know what, I'm going to go to Aldi on my own. It's like the boys' heads just implode, because they're like, well, we've got all this freedom, but how will we function without the female? It's just I'm ready for him to go back to school. He needs a normality now.
They've got used to you being in charge, haven't they?
Just homeschool me. And I was like, well, no, because I don't enjoy it. I said, but you also need friends. I said, so we can't. He was like, I can have friends at football. I was like, no, you're not staying with me. I was like, I'm going to go back to work really soon. And he's like, well, I could learn with you whilst you're at work. I was like, T, you're not quite getting this, baby.
This is not an option.
You are going to school.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking doing this for the next 11 years or whatever it'll be. So yeah, I'm ready for it. Again, it's the iPad stuff. He's really emotional. He's just super emotional at the minute.
It's the tablets. It's the tablets. Honestly, it's the technology.
It's all the technology. It's constant, and it's like he's on his Xbox, but the tablet's going, and he's listening to all these videos that are like really charged with the like kiddie dramatics. So he's got that on at close range to his face, but he's playing PGA or FIFA. But then if something goes wrong on FIFA, the fucking lot blows up. Yeah. And I said to Steve, he's weeping all the time. I mean, and Steve was like, no, he's not. But then Steve went and rubbed out an incorrect word without saying anything. He just grabbed the rubber and rubbed it out. And in my head, I was like, you just fucking let off a grenade here. So I sat back, I put the kettle on.
Go on, lads, that's it. You deal with that.
And shit just kicked off.
Yeah.
And Steve was like, what the fucking cracking have I just unleashed on this? So, yeah, I think we're both ready for it. On a positive note, I got a new car.
Amazing. Absolute pussy wagon car as well. Yeah.
Mate, honestly, the shit that happened in
my family, I can't even.
But yeah, so Nanny Annie, she turned 85 on Sunday.
So what's the story with that then?
She
God rest.
Well, no, she's still going. She wants to live till 102, but you know, just in case she doesn't. She bought this. She was having a bit of a mental breakdown.
God bless.
She bought the dog, and she decided that she'd always loved VW Beetles, and she decided that that's what she were having. She's only ever driven like this. What are they called? Not a Skoda. What are they bloody called? No, it's I don't know. It's some granny wagon. It's like a 4x4.
Nissan Micra things.
A matchstick box on wheels. So she's driven that for the last 20 odd years. Something like that. Anyway, the mental breakdown kicked off. She went and bought herself this VW Beetle 1.6 convertible. It is honestly like my dream. You know,
I know.
Custom wheels on it, and it's been lowered.
It's like G's dream.
So when I say I've got a 2-finger width between the back of my rear wheel and the wheel arch, I am not bullshitting. For once, I am not bullshitting.
Oh, gosh, get
bump,
ready. Yeah.
Wheels, wait till you see my black
You've got to be
ones.
careful with them potholes now then, haven't you, in Sheffield?
Pimping. So,
love it.
Obviously, last year she didn't get to use it at all. She didn't bother with it. And then it was like, right, well, it's not being used. Let's sell it. So every other fucker in family friends range got offered this car before I did. And then eventually the offer came to me. So we went back and forth in terms of monies, etc. And then I don't really know what happened. I've not had to give anybody any money, but the car's in my name. And I paid the insurance and the DVLA. Yeah.
Fucking yes. Sounds like a good deal.
So yeah, so now I'm in
Sounds like the right type of deal to me.
Car mode it. I gave it a full valet. I've got some special stuff coming from the roof so I can get that treated. You know what I'm like? If I get a car that I actually love, I'm invested in that car.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
just tootling around in that. Not a lot of boot space, so I'm a bit nervous to go and do the big food shop after this.
Back
seat job. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just put roof down and be fine. Baguette won't go anywhere. I'll buckle it in. But yeah.
Happy days.
Life's pretty easy, to be fair. Nothing really to report. I know. I can't wait to just roll down.
That's like life made now
yes,
with your convertible. That is a life made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, in the Sunday afternoon when you go up and down 3 times because you're well cool and you've seen someone you spot. Mind you, we're not single anymore, so it's not going to be the same. But I remember doing that in the summer, driving down about 3 times, having a good look, and then deciding that it was a decent place.
It's quite nice because it's no 5 plate. So
making out there's nowhere to park.
Nothing
to do with parking. You want to show everyone off.
Once you see it once, you then see it everywhere, don't you? Because it's an 05 plate. It's the Beetle. It's weird how you suddenly see people looking at the car. I'll have like an older generation who see it and they're like beaming, smiling, like pointing at it. I've had a couple of guys in vans being like, yes, because it's souped up and all the rest of it. So yeah, it's been weird, but I adore
it.
Oh.
The only thing I am going to say about it though, that was one of the things that you were telling Maggie about was the fact that isn't it one of the most faded.
Long term, it's going to cause me issues. It's going to have a buff down and a spray paint at some point. That's inevitable, unfortunately. But it's free.
Are you keeping it in a garage? Because you might get a cover or something for it.
No, I've got an
sun hat.
So once we get a below a sun hat, hat. So as soon as it gets to like a 0 degrees, it's
got a coat for it.
Wonder if you and Maggie could get like a joining coat for outside of work. You know, something that you just like zip together.
What about sun?
Just put a canopy over them, babe. Just get a canopy.
Yeah.
Gazebo.
Yeah.
Double coat.
Yeah.
Gazebo. We'll get a gazebo for the loading bay for your 2 cars.
My garage. It's a VW garage, special one.
Perfect.
There you go.
Really expensive, really,
Andrew, we don't want really expensive.
Oh no, sorry. They give you like you go in and they've got a fridge with like Tory Fanta in it.
Oh.
You know, posh pop. And coffee.
Do you get a free air freshener?
You know how I was
You're lulled in. You are lulled in with the freebies to spend.
I saw that and I saw the name, Auto House Dolby, and I was like, that's a really cool name, and I'll go there all the time. And my next cars will always be VWs now.
You're a dream to sell to, aren't you?
Good. The customer service is that good. It's so good.
I know.
Just so that you can go and get your free Fanta.
Service.
So are we girls. We love a good customer service.
It's everything.
Everything. Yeah. Exactly.
There's nothing better than feeling like you've been stroked and tickled. It is. I don't know if that's because we work in the industry, but if you don't get decent service, doesn't matter where you are. If someone doesn't give me a smile,
with garages,
and it's annoying, ruined.
I want to return what I've
bought.
Screwed
by garages. As soon as I found the garage that actually they seem to care about you and your car, it's like that's it. I'm going there forever.
Yeah.
Because all the other garages just try to screw you in.
Yeah.
It's a weird industry.
How are you, Maggie? How's the new car?
Yeah, love it.
Are you liking it?
Absolutely. Like it's not technically so much more powerful than my other car, but it feels it. Like I can get up to like 60 miles an hour in such a reasonable time now.
A reasonable time.
Like I pull away from cars.
What's a reasonable time? Like breakfast to lunchtime?
Are you doing secret racing? Like
loving
looking
it.
and thinking, yeah.
I absolutely love it. And then it's got cruise control, so I feel like I'm controlling a remote control car with me buttons.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, go faster. Beep, 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 beep. I just love it. I love it. I have to sit there with like my feet over the pedal still because I still don't quite trust it.
Yeah.
But I'll get there.
Yeah.
So yeah, love it.
Oh, that's really good.
It feels like a grown-up car now, which is nice.
Are you at home, or are you at home now in Brid, or at home in Sheff?
Yeah.
And when are you moving back to Sheffield then?
And then because we're going to start going to the shop a little bit more, aren't we, just to get things sorted. So I think this week, next week, then it's like Mother's Day, and then that's like mid-March, and then I've said after that I'll probably just come over maybe for like a weekend or something.
Yeah. Get
but
back
it's just
into
been
a
nice.
routine.
I think, I've got to get back into a routine of it. I've got to get back into going food shop. I'm looking forward to that though, because it's just something I've not done. And even when I go back to Sheffield now, there's no point in me doing a big food shop. I'm just wasting food. So it's a bit like I'm just trying. I'm looking forward to getting back into that routine, I think. But it's been good here. I mean, the fact that I've got the beach. I've never been to the beach so much. I lived here for 22 years, and I've been to the beach more in the past month than I did in the 22 years that I lived here.
Wow. It just shows you that that's the upside, isn't it? You've had to look at things so differently. Everyone's got stuck in routines, and then when the world stops, you look at where you are and how you can make the most out of your situation.
Yeah, not making plans, just being like I said, I don't even look at the time. I'll just be like, oh, I'm a bit bored. Right, I'll go take the dog out, and I'll just go for a walk. Yeah. I don't know about what time it is. I'll just go. So that's been nice. It'll be weird to put myself back into a routine.
Yeah.
Of timings and things like that. I think that's going to be really weird. But yeah.
And have you still been working out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you been trying to consume more than mashed potato?
Yeah. Well, that's the one thing
I lost my head when I lost my head when I saw that. Oh, maybe my muscles are aching because I had a bowl of mashed potato.
I put garlic in it. Just to switch it.
Oh, there you go. There's the protein. There we are.
Oh, that's okay then. That's enough protein
there. I'd had a couple of days off, and then I went to do it, and I went down on my arms, and I just went to bend, and I just fell. I couldn't, and then I was trying to squat, and I couldn't. I was like, what the hell is wrong with me? Like, my muscles have seized. I couldn't do anything. But yeah, I get fed very well back here, and that's the one thing I'm going to miss. Yeah. Is having my food made. And it's like, it's not just like chicken and mash. It's like the full-blown roast veg. That I've been loving that. I've been loving being catered for.
Nice. We actually, last week, the two of the boys on the team lost a bet. So they, and Rob won. So it meant that the guy who's lost, he's only young, he's only like 17, 18. He had to get his mom to make a lasagna, which she's lovely. Like, we go around to their house all the time. They're really welcoming, lovely family. And we all sat in the garden, and she made loads of homemade Italian, like proper Italian lasagna. And it was
that a lost bet? How is that a forfeit?
Because the guy lost, so he had to provide food. But he got his mum to do it. Rob won, so we were winning. We got the lasagna. We got fed, and it was the first time in ages I'd had somebody else cook and feed me. And she just kept bringing, and then afterwards she was like, "Do you want coffees?" And I had wine. It was the best feeling ever, and that was just one meal. So you must be living your best life, getting fed. Do you not cook anything? Do you contribute to the meals, or do they cook?
I try. I do try to cook, but apparently my cooking isn't up to his standard. So he ends up taking over anyway.
Does your dad cook? Your dad cook?
Yeah, Mum doesn't cook. Mum doesn't know how to cook. She's never cooked anything in her life.
Wow.
Never ever cooked. So my dad is the chef.
Love that.
But he
Good
can't
for
smell.
her.
He can't even smell or taste.
I think she fucking can. I think she can. She just says it.
No.
Whoa.
It just, like, the textures.
He can't smell or taste. How does he know that your food isn't better than his?
I think he lost it like 10 years ago, maybe less, maybe about 8 years ago. So we can still remember the way things taste, but there is a few times where he'll like put chili or put something into something, and then he'll be like, "Oh, Meg, come taste this," and it's ridiculous because he just can't. He doesn't know when to stop. But yeah, he's very good.
That's wild.
I know.
That's wild. Your head chef can't smell or taste.
No.
Yeah, and he tells you yours is shit.
He does.
And he's better than you at cooking. Exactly. How does he know?
And he always moans.
I want to know what your presenting skills look like if he says no at those.
It's always good in the end, but apparently it just takes ages. Like the actual cooking process. Because I just like
ages?
if I'm chopping things, like my dad will just be like.
Like what? Go on.
And he'll get it all done, whereas I'm like.
Oh,
like,
fucking hell. No, Meg, I can't watch that.
No. So he gets really irritated.
I'd take over.
Yeah,
especially if he's a hungry man.
Yeah.
If he's a hungry man watching that's like torture, isn't it?
Just start earlier.
I'm just going to go and answer the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I can guarantee that one time I start earlier, it'll be ready earlier. But
that's true. I'm looking forward to getting back to some British supermarkets, actually.
Yeah.
You know, you're stuck when you go abroad and you're like, it's fine. Like, let's be adventurous. Let's give us things. Now I'm like, no, pass me the fucking custard creams and hobnobs now.
What's the bread
Peter
like?
Kay
I always hate like a broad bread. I always think it's really
to be
sweet.
fair, the bread's nice here. It is nice here. The cuisine's obviously it's Italian and German. There's a mixture. The town that we live in, they all speak German, and a lot of the shops is German. But then 5 minutes down the road, the big town is all Italian.
Are you really close to the border?
We're at South Tyrol. So South Tyrol is literally it was in Germany, and then when Italy invaded, they took it. But then because we're so close to the border, most people here where we are still speak German.
Wow.
So yeah, so you go into one shop and you're trying to speak German, and then you go 5 minutes down the road and you have to speak in Italian.
Very strange.
Good job they're all on the same currency these days.
Yeah, thank God. Could you imagine?
No,
I know.
Be a nightmare.
I know. So next time we do the podcast, I will be back in sunny Sheff. On my own again with 2 kids. Way! So I'll have bribes at the ready. Oscar will be sat behind me on his tablet.
Oh, the joys.
Crying, an emotional wreck. But it's not for long. Yeah, not for long, and Dowdy will be back. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
We'll
You got to do what you got to do.
You'll get through
Right,
this
girls?
one.
I know.
Yeah, you almost.
We had this
You almost don't want him to be very good, do you?
You
want him to actually just. That sounds awful, doesn't it?
Should be a bit shit. And then, to be honest, it was before we went to this lunch where the mum made the lasagna, and there was a few of the boys from the team there, and I sat there and I thought, what a knobhead thing to say. I don't want him to do that. So I said to him, like, you smash it. His team didn't even think they were going to make the playoffs, and they've made the playoffs. So I said, like, you need to give them everything you've got, end on a high.
Because what's worst case scenario if they stay in? Is it end of March?
Yeah, end of March. Yeah, so a couple of weeks.
Get through all of them. It's not. Yeah. Play good.
I think it's just for Rob. It's like I think he's ready to come home now as well. It's a long time, isn't it? He's been away since October.
And he's only come back. He's only come back once.
He came back for a week. Not even a week. A few days. I couldn't see anybody. Just me and the kids. So he's ready to see everyone again and see his friends and see the family, and it's a positive now. It's just a few weeks for him and he's back home. And also, he told me this morning, actually, he has 3 games a week at this point. For the playoffs, it's 3 games a week. So I was extremely grateful that I am booked on a flight on Sunday, because I can't be dealing with game days.
Yeah.
No.
No.
You're better off being back.
I am.
Like you said, being in control.
Yeah, in control. Get the ladder back to school. I cannot wait to get him back in. And then they break up for Easter. But hey ho.
Oh God.
But he should be back. But Rob should be back by then, shouldn't he?
Yeah. Rob will be back by then. So yeah, it'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll have chocolate to get us through, won't we?
Yeah.
Sugar and tablets. Be great. Right then, girls, are we ready for some dinner?
Yes.
Lunchtime.
Well, thank you for listening. Hope you are all going to be enjoying these last few days of homeschooling. Get through it, and the kids will be back. Stay strong, stay safe, and we'll see you all soon. Bye.
Bye.
Mwah.
Clap.